gentlemen, welcome to Field of 68's last call. Do you think that you could take down a black bear?
No, hell no.
I'm going to try.
The first person that's going to die has got to be one of the black guys. So.
Cold cuts, they suck.
Are Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce going to get married?
Hell no.
Here we go. It's last call. It is last call on Stadium on this Thursday, February 29th, 2024. Yeah.
It's Thursday.
It's February 29th. It is February 29th, the ever so
Hence,
rare.
you know what that means? Wine Wednesday turned into Thirsty Thursday.
Watch Thirsty Thursday. That means tequila will flow today.
And today, see, this to me is an underrated day, guys. This is a day that you didn't have on your calendar normally. You just got an extra day to your year. Make the most of it, folks. Do something productive today. You know, but make some more chicken thighs or go out and you know, beat somebody up, beat somebody at the gym, or, you know, to have some fun, or so. I don't know, like just do something productive today. Okay?
Beat somebody up at the gym? Is that what we just got?
No, beat somebody in one-on-one at the gym. Let's get to your question. Let's get to your question.
Or you know, Fanta, for all the single guys out there like myself, it's ladies' night.
Mm-hmm. It's ladies' night. Go find the lady of your dreams on February 29th. You'll never forget it. Just make sure you pay for the meal. All right? Just make sure you pay for the meal. Come on. Here we go. Jacob asks, Rob, call it now. Is St. John's going to make the NCAA tournament or not?
Yes. They're going to beat DePaul and Georgetown. They're going to win, let's call it their first round game. I think they're going to end up being the 7th seed, right? Fanta, correct me if I'm wrong, a 6 or a 7 seed in the Big East.
It's still up for grabs. It could be. They could get the 5. They could get the 5, but probably the 6 seed. So they'll face DePaul and then they'll face Creighton.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So what they're going to do is they're going to beat Georgetown and DePaul, then they're going to beat DePaul again, and then they're going to get Creighton in what amounts to a home game in the Big East tournament at 7 o'clock on Thursday evening. We are going to be there. We're going to be in attendance, and Rick Pitino is going to don the white suit. The Godfather is going to be out there. He's going to work his magic, and they're going to have a win, and we're going to see a Marquette St. John's semifinal matchup on Friday night in the Big East tournament in Madison Square Garden. That is what's going to happen, and I think we're going to be in a situation where we look up, and St. John's is playing for their tournament bid against Marquette in that building on that Friday night, and I'll tell you what, that is going to be electric, Fanta.
I said this before the season, and it's kind of coming to fruition a little bit. Rick Barnes will get St. John's back right come hell or high water, and that's what he's doing. Rick Pitino. I'm sorry. Rick Pitino will get them back hell or high water, and he's doing it. They look like a competent program, a competent team, and once he starts infusing his guys in there and really putting his claws to that program, you know, I think St. John's is going to be a force to reckon with. You know, St. John's in the Garden back in the day was like one of the more fun games to watch. So hopefully it gets back to those days. And, you know, I think Pitino is the guy.
Yeah, Fanta, just real quick, since we're talking about the Big East, right? It was you against me in the vaulted bracket challenge this week, right, Fanta? We both picked Iowa State. Iowa State covered. We both picked Tennessee. Tennessee covered. I picked Marquette. You picked Providence. I got the win there. I picked Seton Hall. You picked Creighton. You got the win there. The tiebreaker was total points scored by Duke. I got the dub, man. I got the W. I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm sorry. It's my first win of the season in the vaulted bracket. It's my first win in the vault. I picked 463 or whatever it is. So it's my first win in the vaulted bracket challenge.
Yeah, but how many points did you have Duke scoring? I think I had 86.
I said 463. I don't know what it was. The vaulted guys told me that I won. I got the W.
No, you didn't.
I'm a champion.
What?
I'm a champion.
Hey, listen, sometimes referees don't make the right call. We see it every day.
Well, wait a minute. No, come on. The tiebreaker was the points scored by Duke. I'm almost positive I said like 86 points. Didn't they score 85 tonight?
They scored 84. I said 463.
So what does that mean?
I said 400. I have no idea. All I know is that they told me that I got the win. I'm facing
You need to
I'm
press
facing Zeus in the championship.
Fanta,
Fences
press
facing
the
John
green
Martin.
button. Fanta, press the green button.
I
Challenge it.
might beat you up.
Press the green
I
button.
might beat you up at the gym now. Hey, I shouldn't be losing right now. Come on. Yeah, exactly. Fanta's Forum is now in session. Play it again, Trevor. It didn't have the music on it, though. It normally does. There it is.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. Good luck
Elite.
against the dog, Rob. Good luck against the dog. I like the canine's chances. Brian asks, is Texas A&M officially dead in your guys' eyes? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're dead.
Yeah.
They're
another
dead.
team that just they look good. I mean, if you watch them and you don't know anything's going on, you're like, okay, this is a team, but they can't finish. The results don't show it, and unfortunately, eventually, you got to show us something. And they haven't been able to. And they've had so many opportunities, man. I mean, more opportunities than a lot of teams have had, and they just can't get over the gap, can't get over the hump.
They beat Tennessee by 20 at home on February 10th to move to 15-8 overall, 6-4 in the SEC. And I remember after that game, we were having that conversation. Was like, hey, are we seeing the best of Texas A&M? Have they put it together? Have they figured it out? Like, is this the time that that Buzz Williams gets this team playing well? They had just won 3 in a row. They had just won 5 out of 6. They had a win over Kentucky, kind of in that same stretch in January, and then they've lost 5 in a row since then, including a loss to Vanderbilt, including a home loss to Arkansas. They lost by 25 at Alabama. They lost by 35 at Tennessee, and they lost at home tonight to South Carolina 5 in a row. They're dead. Stick a fork in them. They are like Henson's baked chicken thighs.
That's what we're gonna call them, baked chicken. The baked chicken thigh team. We should have like an all baked chicken thigh team. We got Seton Hall. Yeah, we're going.
It's like Tyler Kolek's barbecue chicken. It's just we're a little bit more healthy than Tyler Kolek is.
Exactly.
We're still not. We're not athletes anymore. We got to be able to. We got to watch what we eat. We can't just do barbecue chicken. You got to bake it. No fried chicken over here right now.
Definitely got to bake.
Yeah, but here's the deal, Rob. Unlike you, because it's in your backdrop, Tyler Kolek doesn't have to read Basketball for Dummies. David asks, UConn, Purdue.
I wonder how many people got that joke, man. That was a really good joke.
UConn, thank you, Rob. UConn, it's my goal in life to get your approval, right, Trevor?
Oh, man. That's a good line.
Trevor, are you on furrying? I tried to get your attention. UConn, Purdue, Houston, or the field? Who are you taking, Rob? UConn, Purdue, Houston, or the field?
Always the field. Like, whenever we do these things, it's always the field. Like, it just 3 teams, it's always the field. Now, if you threw, like, Tennessee, if you threw Arizona, and you threw Kentucky in there, then I would take that group. But you got to give me, like, those 6 teams versus the field. I don't think you could just take 3 versus the field.
Oh, man. I wish Tennessee was in that. I really do. I you know what? And you know the other team I would put in there to make it 5 would be Kentucky. I can't believe I just said that, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm contrarian though. Like I believe in UConn probably too much that I'm going to take one of those 3. You're telling me I could take Houston, who's won more games than anybody over the last. This is a crazy stat that I just read. Amazing question. Chat, if you can hear me. I want your vote. I want your take here in the chat. There have been 2 teams in the NCAA tournament in the last 4 years that have made the Sweet 16 each of the last 4 years. Houston is one of them. Who's the other?
Sweet 16 each of the last 4 years. Do you know the answer?
Yes, I do.
Interesting.
And
you know what? Well, you'll give us the answer when we come back from break. Let's see if anybody gets it in the chat.
Let's see if anybody gets in the chat. No cheating.
Right.
Well, no cheating.
That's too
chat.
long. It's too long. They're gonna. Chad's gonna cheat. It's too long.
All right, we got to ask. Can we talk about the Marquette win tonight? We'll talk about that. Why am I promoting violence in public on Leap Day? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about SpongeBob. We'll talk about animals and much more on Last Call. All right, trivia time. I asked you going into break who has made the Sweet 16 each of the last 4 years. And the winner is Allen as well as Bram Janvrin. They both said Gonzaga. Gonzaga and Houston. Very nicely done.
It's a good
Very
stat.
nice. And Rob got it in the break. Rob, credit to you. You got it in the break.
I was nowhere near
As you said.
Gonzaga.
What's that, John?
I was nowhere near Gonzaga. I was way off.
Henson forgot that
Trevor-
there was even a question to answer by the time we got halfway through the break. He was
he's
he
drinking
was
too
getting
much
into
red
it.
wine.
Oh, look at that!
I
There's
was
something
like-
pretty over there.
Yeah, I was like, not Gonzaga. That's not what I was gonna guess.
Arizona pulled away. They're going to beat Arizona State by 18. So the Wildcats handle business there. Brady says, all right, open floor. Here we go. Clear out. Can we talk about Marquette's win tonight, please? Can we speak highly about Marquette? I do feel as though, Rob, that Marquette is getting a bad rap because the whole nation, the eyes of the nation were on them for a showdown at UConn, and they got destroyed. But Marquette is 11-1 in their last 12 games. They have as good of a point guard as any in the country in Tyler Kolek. Cam Jones is as good of a bucket getter as any in the country. They've gotten better defensively. They've recalibrated off injuries. That Sean Jones injury, tough. But this team, Shaka Smart's team is aging like a fine wine. They keep on getting better. And what they've done the last 2 years is exceptional. So I am going to say about Marquette, like, yeah, they got beat down by UConn. Nobody was beating UConn that day. I'm not selling the Golden Eagles. It's time for Shaka Smart. He has not made the Sweet 16, Robert Doster, since 2011 with VCU. That drought needs to end. I believe it will end.
Yeah, I think it's going to end too. For starters, I have not written them off at all. Like, I think that they're still like a top 8 team in college basketball. I think they're going to be a 2 seed. I think that they are rightfully going to be a team that a lot of people are going to pick to get to the second weekend. And you know, they have Creighton on the road on Saturday. They get UConn at home on March 6th. And assuming that this oblique thing that Tyler Kolek is dealing with is just it was just precautionary. Like, they were up by 25 when they took him out of the game and sent him to the locker room. So hopefully that's not a serious injury. My concern with them, and I was talking with Laval Jordan about this. He mentioned this on one of the FS1 broadcasts the other day. And the issue to me is that losing Sean Jones means that Kolek doesn't have a backup point guard, and he doesn't have someone that can spell him so he can spend some minutes playing off the ball. So, like, you're asking this dude to carry the offense for like 38 minutes a night and kind of have everything run through him and create everything. And it's just a heavy load for him. That's why I don't have them. I probably think we're talking about the tiers, right? I probably would have them below We talked about the top three: Houston, Purdue, and UConn, and then we would have the next group, which I think is North Carolina, Tennessee, Arizona, maybe a couple of other teams, and then I'd have Marquette in that next group. So I think that they're really damn good, and anybody saying that they're not really damn good has lost their damn mind. But I also think that they have a little bit of a limited ceiling because of some of the injuries that have been dealt their way. It's just, you know, bad luck with when it comes to players getting hurt is something that you have to deal with in the sport.
Yeah, they're playing well. I think the Connecticut loss, unfortunately for them, was really good for them. They look refocused. They look invigorated and with their play. I'm sure Coach Smart has used that as motivation for them because I think the problem with Marquette we've had in the past was right. Shaka Smart doesn't know how to win. Shaka Smart doesn't know how to win when he's favored, right? When he's the guy and everybody's, it's some reason he just would lose those games. But this year it's kind of turning around. They don't have any bad losses. They're blowing teams out. They're supposed to blow out. And I just like how they're playing. Unfortunately, that Connecticut buzzsaw was something they didn't run up against. But Connecticut's got to win, and they've got to meet Connecticut in the tournament. But as far as the other field, I mean, if you can get to a certain point in the tournament, anything can happen. One night, one game. And trust me, if they have to see Connecticut again, it will not go like that on a neutral court. So I think that they're in a good spot right now, kind of under the radar per se for, Final Four picks. But they're a dark horse team that, you could see down the stretch, which is what Shaka Smart loves being a part of. He loves being that dark horse nobody's talking about, and then all of a sudden you look up, he's in the Final Four.
Yeah, you know who's woken up for them, Anna? It's Jop. It's Joplin. David Joplin has played a lot better in like the last month and a half than he did in the first month and a half of the season. So that's when you got the guy that we all thought was going to end up being your breakout player, kind of going through that breakout a little bit. I think that is something that is helpful.
We had, Rob, our best Saturday of the season, right? Was it January 20th, I want to say? Our very best Saturday? Or was it just a couple of weeks ago? Was it February the 3rd?
It was best... the biggest one was back in like December, but the January 20th one was huge, right? Yeah, it was that day. Yeah, that was the big one. That was the big one. So this Saturday you've got number 7 Kansas at number 15 Baylor. You've got number 5 Marquette at number 12 Creighton. Number 4 Tennessee at number 14 Alabama. Number 23 Gonzaga at number 17 St. Mary's from Moraga. Number 24 Florida at number 18 South Carolina. Like, it is an absurd Saturday of college basketball coming up this weekend, and that's just 5 games. I mean, don't forget New Mexico at Boise State. Don't forget Illinois at Wisconsin. Don't forget Villanova at Providence. You just go Michigan State at Purdue. You go down the line, and this is going to be a loaded Saturday. I'm fired up.
Don't forget, I got the juice. 7:30 FS1 Saturday. Xavier at Georgetown. I'll be down in D.C. with the call. Henson will be tuning in. I know
I'll be tuned in. I'll be tuned in, John. Don't worry. I love watching. I love watching your games, man.
At that point on a Saturday, Henson's going to be tuned out.
Yeah, actually, my Saturdays I just lock in. I sit on the couch all Saturday and I watch all the games, man. It's a beautiful thing.
We'll talk about a Big 12 slump. We'll also talk about Leap Day. We'll talk about SpongeBob, and we'll talk about if March Madness could be animals. This is Last Call. We're a college basketball show, but I do have to recognize greatness as a Clevelander. LeBron James tonight, he's in his 20th season in the NBA. He's 39 years old. He has 34 points, 13 of 19 from the floor. Basically scored the 14 straight points for the Lakers as they've tied up with the Clippers. I just Henson, I know you agree. I know Rob, you agree. Like John, that's not normal. This is defying logic. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Let's get to your questions. Bram asks, Rob, which recent Big 12 slump concerns you more, Oklahoma or Texas Tech?
Oklahoma for sure. I think that there's a little bit more proven in the Big 12 talent on the Texas Tech roster. I don't think either of them are particularly great. Like I think they'll both get into the tournament, and I think that they'll both probably end up being first round exits in the tournament wherever they're at. But I do trust Texas Tech a little bit more than I trust Oklahoma at this point. And I'm saying that after they just got 30-pieced at home against their biggest rival. So
yeah, I don't know about that. I don't like that take. I disagree with you. Texas Tech's defense is 81st in KenPom. They don't guard. They struggle to guard.
I don't trust either of them. I think I just think they're both mid.
Yeah, I think they both are too. But I think for either of them, if they win a tournament game, that's an accomplished season for either of those programs.
Hey, Fanta, have you ever been carried out of the arena by 6 cops out of the student section?
That was impressive.
Okay.
That was impressive.
Yeah, I've never been carried, period. I've never been carried, period. And
take them through the tunnel. What are they doing? Carrying it up the stairs is like tar and feathering in like the colonial days. Like, if you don't take them through the tunnel and like, why? Like, that is dead weight. I mean, come on, man.
The best part about it was like I was kind of half expecting people to start standing up and ringing bells and just yelling shame at him. But instead, I don't know if you saw the video, as he's getting carried out, he just starts chanting F-U-T, F-U-T, and the whole student section joins in, and everyone's just like F-U-T.
I mean,
he's in handcuffs getting carried out by 6 cops. That dude is a legend on the campus right now. I promise you that.
Let's keep it rolling here. We got good ones to close the show. Brady asks, why is Fanta promoting violence in public on Leap Day? I am not promoting violence. I was saying, like, go to the gym, beat somebody in one-on-one, not beat somebody up. Nobody's getting in a fist fight here. No, do an act of kindness. All right? If somebody said, let's just say you're driving and somebody asks you for a buck or something, or somebody says, can you pay for my coffee or something? Like, figure it out tomorrow. Do something productive, America. Find a way to make yourself beneficial to society.
Phantom wants you to go confront somebody on the street that thinks that the Leap Day is a good thing. So, you like February 29th? Let's go right now. Come on, put them up. Me and you.
No, I want you to go down to Terrence Oglesby house, and I want you to knock on his door, and when he answers the door, you give him a complete metrics report on the current state of the ACC. Get back in your car and drive away. Did you ding dong ditch back when you were kids?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I got a bad one. Let me tell this briefly, okay? Not proud of it. I did not do it, for the record. But by association, I had a group of friends. One of the buddies decided to be a jerk. Well, I don't know if jerk. The kid was an asshole to him. He was not nice to him. Let's just say that he went to the restroom in a box and ding-dong ditched, and when the door opened up, that's what the person saw in the box.
What movie is that from?
The shriek in that neighborhood. I don't know what it's from, but the shriek that I heard in the neighborhood when I think the mother answered the door in a Northeast Ohio neighborhood is unlike anything I've ever heard in my life. This is a dumb question. Brady asks, I'm sorry, but can I do my best SpongeBob impression? I feel like he's got a good one. I don't know.
Oh my, Fana, what are you drinking tonight, Fana?
Well, what is that? What is that?
I've never seen a single episode of SpongeBob. I don't even know how to start doing an impression, so I don't know if that was a good one or a bad one.
Are you
I've
kidding
never
me?
seen one episode. I've never seen one. When SpongeBob came out, I was like 14.
I don't have a good SpongeBob. Hi, Gary. I don't know. Like I don't have a good. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Baby. I'm ready. I'm ready for March Madness. I'm ready.
Is this? Can we put that as his like clip? At the beginning,
yeah, for the clip in the open. Yeah, the clip in the open. Drink responsibly, Henson, and I'll drink with you.
Oh God!
I know. Asks. I know. Asks if there was a March Madness for animals. Who's in the Final Four?
A March Madness of animals?
Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Wolves. How about that?
No, hippos. Hippos 100%.
Too slow, Rob. Too slow on the ground. They only 1-dimensional. They're Purdue, one-dimensional.
Hippos are the deadliest animal on the planet.
Yeah, but they only thrive in the water, man. They're like Purdue,
they
man.
Thrive on land. They can run like 30 miles an hour. Nah, hippos. And here's the thing: like, if a lion goes after you, a lion's gonna kill you to eat you, right? They're looking at you like a meal. You know what a hippo's doing? A hippo's killing you just to kill you because you are around, because they don't like your presence. Nah, hippos are mean, man.
Okay, what's up, hippo for wolf?
Lion, coyote, alligator.
I see coyote every day. I'm not scared. Killer whale.
You're not
Killer whale?
Yeah, killer whale.
No, killer whales are like Kansas, where they're only good at home. They can only play in the water.
Alabama. Killer whales like Alabama. Killer whales like Alabama. They score a lot of points.
Kansas won a national championship 2 years ago. I'm ready. I'm ready. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.